Welcome to Docusnap, the software for professional IT documentation. In this tutorial, I will show you how to use Docusnap to create an IT concept. Traditionally, concepts were created using a text processor where you had to enter the required data manually. Now you can create concepts directly in Docusnap and use data from previous scans as required. When creating an IT concept, any combination of text, reports, data lists and plans, as well as external files can be used. A great advantage of Docusnap's IT concepts is that they are always up to date. Each time you run a new inventory scan, the elements included in your IT concept, such as reports, tables or plans that are based on the inventory data, will be updated as soon as you generate the preview. And what's more, you can even use the schedule for timed execution. To create a new concept, navigate to the IT Concepts module. I will now give you a brief introduction and explain how to create a concept. New concepts can be created by clicking the New button. Let's now create a new concept. You can either create a concept from scratch or select a template. In this example, I will create the concept based on a template that contains predefined contents. The template to be used here is a recovery plan for a system. After saving the IT concept, you can start creating and editing individual elements. First, let's create a text area. This is needed if you would like to, for instance, insert the company address at the top of your concept. As the title, enter the name that will later feature as a section header in the overall concept. When doing so, you can specify whether the title should be formatted as a caption, as normal text, or as a numbered element. Let's select the normal text option because no caption is required for this text area. Using variables, you can now add data to your text. On the Variables tab, general variables such as the number of pages or the current date, or variables related to the scanned data are available. To create such a variable, you can use the tree view on the Objects tab and create links to other elements, for example a workstation. Thus you can obtain the data available for each workstation. Now, insert company-specific variables into your text area. Below the Responsible System Manager node, you can link one of the contacts from your contact list and so insert the required contact data into the text area. When you are done with inserting text, you can display a preview of the text area you created. Now, let's add a report to our concept. Below the node, Components required for emergency and regular operation, insert a report called Software Summary. This means that you need to navigate to the desired report in Data Explorer and drag it to the position where you want it to be in your concept. To view the report, enable the respective element preview. Using data elements, you can insert tables into your concept. Below the Required Systems node, you need to add a list of all workstations. For this purpose, select the Workstations node in Data Explorer and drag it to the desired position in the tree view. Next, select the desired columns using the Column Options button. By dragging individual columns to a new position with the mouse, you can customize the layout of the entire table as desired. If the report is not yet positioned as intended, you can use the arrow buttons on the ribbon or the drag and drop method to move it to the desired position. You can also add external files such as Word documents or a placeholder to your concept. The plan element can be used to represent existing IT relations and to generate new plans. Thus, these elements can also be inserted into a concept. You can drag the desired IT relation to the placeholder or directly into the concept. To insert a plan into the placeholder, select it from the IT documentation tree and drag it to the placeholder. This will open the documentation wizard where you can generate your plan. This works in the same way as when generating a plan in the IT documentation module. The newly created plan will be displayed in the placeholder. If you are not happy with the results, you can click the Element Configuration button to regenerate your plan. To include datasheets and overviews in your concept, you need to create an overview element. The remaining steps are the same as for creating a plan. If you want to reuse a previously created concept, you can save it as a template. The saved template can be used later for creating new concepts.